DJ Guabacha.
So she ran to the bedroom, she was put down, it was her doom. You okay? Anything you okay? Are you okay? Anything you okay? So anything you okay? Are you okay? Anything you okay? So anything you okay? Are you okay? Anything you okay? So anything you okay? Are you okay? Anything you okay? When you done this, are you okay? Let us out of the window, there is nothing I can send already. Take it to your heart, to the best place, I'm a confident.
G'day, groovers. Oh, hang on a sec. Sunday morning, and the sun is shining. And this is a very quick live. I've got a date with the gym, and I'm also feeding some friends animals. But welcome, smoothers, one and all. Francesca, Joman, g'day, groovers. Yeah, very quick little live. I'm obviously keeping an eye on the horror, the nightmare, the I guess our favourite villain on YouTube at the moment. Favourite for all the wrong reasons. Hi, Sunny. Joseph Morris, possibly silenced. My beady eye. No, wait, he's got beady eyes. My discerning eye spotted something this morning and I was like, it'd be a Christmas miracle. Woohoo. I don't know why this has made me smile so much. It's just good. Looks like Joseph Morris has lost the ability to go live, and that can mean many things. It can mean a YouTube glitch, unlikely, on a channel with 250. Well, it's going down a bit now, but it was around the 250,000 subscriber mark. My other channel, when I played a 1932 Vegemite commercial and I got struck, not by a smooth criminal, but by YouTube, I wasn't able to go live for 3 months. The strike seems more likely. So just to show what my channel looks like, and all channels with the capacity to go live, you've got quite a few banners, your home, videos, shorts, and I don't know. I like drawing circles, but that's more of an oval. There's my little live tab. So anyone that wanders into my channel and they're like, oh, I might see some of the lives that this Tasmanian chick's done in the last few weeks. That's where you go. And all your lives are sitting there. And then obviously playlists and so on across the top. Let's have a look at Joseph Morris's current tabs. It's quite amazing. I haven't really even caffeinated yet this morning, and I was like, just want to see if this guy has come back and, you know, given some sort of official apology or something. Pigs fly. And I just noticed Joseph's missing a tab. There's his home, his videos, his shorts, his playlists, community, etc. Store. But where be the tab of the live? It's gone. And the most likely explanation, he has copped a strike, which is sort of weird because there are reasons for striking someone. It's just that with all the stuff that's been going on with this guy, for being outed for faking the audio call and doctoring a newspaper article to support his faked audio call, I would imagine there's a lot of people on YouTube that are heavily into cancel culture, and he probably got reported by a gazillion people. I'm personally not a fan of cancel culture. I'm not even a fan of modern day terms like that. But when someone's actually done something criminal, and he did because he was profiting off this fake evidence, that they're the elements of fraud right there. And that's where it's like, come on, YouTube, you've got terms and conditions. Here's your chance. Swoop on in. But what seems to have happened since he was sprung, he did a very lame-ass apology. There's plenty of other lives on my channel if anyone's not up to speed on this story. But also type his name into the YouTube search bar and all sorts of creators will come up who've been covering it. He then was sprung and his channel disappeared, but it wasn't taken down by YouTube. We did a live on that showing what happens when YouTube comes along and goes, no, your time is up. He pretty much privated his channel and then removed all of the scandalous, sensationalistic, probably not all of them, but a lot of them, especially the ones he'd been called on. So not just the college student murders in Moscow, Idaho, but also Gabby Petito. And then his channel came back up. Once he'd sorted all of that out, we got the lame 16-second apology. But yeah, he seems to now be missing his live tab, which means most likely explanation for a creator of that size. Little creators often lose the capacity to go live, and it is a known glitch. And there's a heap of videos on YouTube how you can fix that. But it looks like he's been struck. But then why? Who knows? It's not even that relevant. I'm just glad he's silent. I'm sure he'll be disputing it too. If an individual struck him, and it might be the channel whose audio he used, for example, if they've struck him, then it essentially kicks off a lawsuit, and he'll probably challenge it. Hi, Scout. How are you, gorgeous? And Sunny's very excited because we've got a sunny day and beautiful fresh air running through the house. We've got spring in our steps. It's absolutely fantastic. And we needed it. It was getting very depressing. Most reported, though, is more likely to take a channel down. So, yeah, wondering what led to this. I mean, look, who knows? But at the end of the day, he's lost his capacity to go live, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Whether or not he is facing other charges, even the Moscow PD have been pretty vocal and firm about how they're going to take on YouTubers and other social media users that are putting false information out there. Whether or not they do that, I don't know. It would be a pretty fascinating case to follow if it did actually happen. But yeah, I mean, if you go into the YouTube help thing, all's good with you, Scout. Awesome. We are having a lovely day. I'm going to head off to the beach a bit later on, but I'm also going to go to the gym in a little while, keep an eye on the time. And I've got some friends, floofies, who I'm feeding at the moment as well. Let me see if I can find the YouTube help tab so we can just quickly go through this. And then I guess it'll be watch this space. The Joseph Morris circus is definitely, well, it's definitely rolled into town. And it seems like there's a new big top being put up on the daily. But it's, it's an important situation because we've seen what's been happening on YouTube and how so many channels have become incredibly irresponsible. You guys know that an area of law that I'm following very closely and it's an evolving organic area of law, which I love as well. But just the way social media is impacting trials, both civil and criminal. And we've been watching things unraveling on YouTube over the last 4 years. Our communities have, just seeing how low people have started to go. And I mean, Joseph Morris faking evidence and putting it out there as being factual is the lowest of the lows. We've seen people scamming money and that sort of stuff and gone, wow, that's bad, especially charities for kids with cancer. That one certainly was a bad scenario. But this is a whole new level of low, and not new to him either. He's done it before. So there's all this sort of stuff unraveling at the moment, and it's interesting just to see. I mean, there's a lot of changes happening on YouTube. They're trying to make it very family friendly. Their new terms and conditions are pretty much types of censorship, which is essentially what's happened to Joseph, but the capacity for YouTube to take away your right to go live has been around for a very long time. They've had to have some sort of, I guess, system in place, but we've seen how many channels continue to do it and just keep going, walk away scot-free, how their subscribers think a 16-second insincere apology is great, and on they go again. So, yeah, it's a very interesting time because it's all part of this evolving social media and the law topic. You have moonshine enjoyment. Moonshine, yeehaw! It did come off. It came off very well. But I also do I love lying in bed looking at the moon, stars. It's pretty cool. YouTube doesn't need another con artist. And look, there's so many that, there's so many in so many other communities. Like, don't think the knitting community is free of drama and con artists. I'm sure it is. Bristol, hello. And hi, Susie. Yeah, I agree, Scout. I mean, remember when we were talking about it when it first happened, and it was like, to even put that out there, fake, knowing that it was going to get shared all over the place, which it was, and potentially going to be heard by people who knew these victims, was just in itself revolting. And I mean, for me, as soon as I saw the blood-curdling scream thing, I'm like, yeah, right. And this is 4 weeks after they happened, and suddenly this audio surfaced. And if this audio is legitimate, why wasn't it handed to Ellie? Like, why would you go onto YouTube and share it with your subscribers rather than saying, hey, Ellie, look at this. This is pretty serious, isn't it? So that in itself raised a lot of red flags for me. And look, to be honest, even, him being caught out for doing it was brilliant. But again, why wasn't that taken straight to Ellie before it was put out on YouTube? Why was YouTube the platform where, look what we've found out Joseph Morris is doing? So, I'm a bit cynical, I must admit. As good as it is that people get caught out for their bullshit on here, I'm always wondering why this is the platform. Like, was that debunking of it all given to Ellie before it was put up on YouTube as a live? I don't know. Always have one eyebrow raised in these parts. So the YouTube sort of explanation for why live streaming is restricted is pretty straightforward. Your channel's live streaming ability will be automatically turned off or suspended for any of the following reasons. So the first one, your channel got a community guidelines strike. Personally, the community guidelines strike is one that YouTube essentially imposes, and we're all a bit gobsmacked that this guy's channel is even still floating around. The fact that it is shows YouTube really doesn't care, because they have got plenty of reasons to shut him down. I think the most likely explanation for him losing the capacity to go live is bullet point 2. Your live stream or archived. Interesting, right? So he spent a day archiving everything, and it's still in a filing cabinet, Joseph. The internet is forever. A copyright takedown, and I think that's probably the most likely explanation. I think Rancid Jewel, whose audio was used and manipulated, might have put in a claim because it was her own live, and that's essentially what's led to it. I don't know. There could be other creators whose material that is used without permission, without crediting, that might be in the mix. The most likely one is Rancid Jewel, because she's been incredibly vocal about him using her audio since it happened. And I mean, who can blame her, Your live stream matches another copyrighted live broadcast. That's kind of an interesting one. It's almost like someone's got a copyright strike and then you stream it and react to it or something. So you're sort of guilty by association. you've reached your daily limit for creating live streams. You can try again in 24 hours. I don't actually know what the daily limit is. I mean, I know YouTubers have done, I think, was it a 12-hour live that Zavgirl did, and she was just automatically shut down. So it's also for channels that have a significant number of videos with features disabled, live streaming can be disabled. But yeah, to me, I think this little one up here about the copyright takedown is the most likely. Further down, if your account has been restricted from live streaming, you're prohibited from using another channel to live stream on YouTube. Critical K, Natasha Cooper. This restriction applies for as long as it remains active on your account. If you get a copyright strike too, you have to go to copyright school. I had to do like a copyright school class for my channel to be reconsidered for the strike too. I didn't pursue a lawsuit because the guy who struck me, I actually tried to get Vegemite or Bega, who owned Vegemite, involved to defend my honour. Because this dude did not actually have ownership of the ad. I could have challenged him on those grounds, but I was hoping to recruit Bega, aka Vegemite, to help me, and they didn't. And I wrote the best little request. It was actually using the Vegemite jingle, and they ignored me. They never responded. But I didn't want this dude in Melbourne who had struck my channel to have all my details. Now, in hindsight, bring it on. Bring it on, Groover. I'll go to court for sure. Really don't care if he's got my full name. For the principle of the matter, it would have been very easy to prove he didn't actually own that Vegemite commercial. Violation of the restriction, as in not going live on another channel, is considered circumvention and may result in termination of your account. I mean, I don't know why frauding like a community with fake evidence isn't just you're out of here. It's a pretty serious thing to do. So, yeah, JM. Looks like he's been silenced in some way or other. I don't think it's a shame that he has been temporarily silenced. Silence is definitely golden. But it's not going to stop this guy. Like, he'll be back. He'll either be fighting this strike, which I don't think he's got a chance in hell of winning, or he might just decide to sit out the 3 months like I did. But he will certainly be back with bells on at some point. So, yeah, but it was just something I spotted this morning. I was like, I might just do a quick little update on a few subjects that I'm following at the moment, cases and topics and so on, and see if there's anything that I've spotted that's out of the ordinary or new. And there it was, JM's channel minus his live button. So it was almost a bit of a chance too to have, I don't know, a little, it's a Christmas miracle, happy dance. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I don't want to wish like bad things on people, but this guy's actually scum. And he got caught out more than once for being scum, and to put people through the sort of emotional trauma that he does as well without a care in the world. And when called out on it, to just sit there and go, because I love it. I mean, do I really want him on our team? Like, you know, the team's full of diversity and different people. Everyone's got different opinions and views on stuff and how they live their lives. All of that's great. But do we have to pick every kid, you know, to put on the team? Like, Joseph's the one that should be left till the very end, and they're like, oh, well, guess you're going to go home, Joe. No one wanted you on their team. Off you go. Hey, Jamin, don't give Scout a hard time. She's a bloody awesome mod. Let her do a thing. So, Scout, you can wield your wrench if you think he needs to go to the naughty corner for 500 seconds. Do it. Yes, exactly. Scout, number one mod. Coming from another mod. You are number one mod too, Francesca, but you're number one mod for being blocked not once but twice by me by accident. So yeah, there it is. There's his channel. It's missing a live tab. Just come in and be nice for once, Joan, and just hang out and just, you've come into this community 4 years down the track. We're very chill here. You're a bit angsty. Like, just have a nice day. Chill, man. Drink some moonshine. I don't know. Not everything has to be a debate. So yeah, I've got animals to feed. I've got a gym to visit. Maybe not. The nicer I'm feeling the heat coming off the sun now. I think my gym this morning is going to be the beach. I'm going to go for a swim. That'll be a run in, run out because it's been so cold lately. Probably won't go for a swim. I'll definitely be going for a walk though. But have a good day, everyone. It's Sunday in Australia. Saturday night for some of you. And if you live on a planet, I don't know what day of the week it is. Do you even have weeks and days? Probably not. Probably not. The beach will be absolutely lovely. Gotta love the fresh air. And I've been going for walks in shitty weather in raincoats and beanies. I came home the other day and my nose was like, wasn't frozen, but it was cold enough that I could have melted like some butter, not melted, frozen some butter or something like that. Like it was, well, maybe then it would have been frozen. It was so cold. I just kept thinking if I put something on, like moisturizer, it's going to freeze it. And then I even had a shower and I was like, well, that hasn't warmed me up. So I went under. I've got quite a few things growing under the house. So when it's pissing down with rain, if I feel like a spotto gardening, I do the gardening for all my things that are hanging under the house and all the ferns and stuff. So I went down there I thought, let's get physical and dig some holes. But yeah, I just couldn't warm up. You enjoy your day in the sun too. Aren't we lucky to have some sunshine? Woo-hoo. Doesn't look like we're going to have a white Christmas either, which is a shame. Who doesn't love a white Christmas in the middle of an Australian summer? Looks like it's going to be about 21, so that's not too bad. It's not summer heat, but it's better than the 12 degrees we got the other day. We just had the coldest day in December since 1964. It was very cold. So, hey, throwing things everywhere. That was my mic. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for coming and hanging out. So, yeah, anyone that's waiting for Joseph Morris to go live and bullshit them a bit more, you might be waiting 3 months. What a shame. Christmas, miracles abound. Until next time, don't get hit by, don't get struck by smooth criminal. See, Grievers. You smoothers.
DJ Guabacha.
So she ran to the bedroom, she was put down, it was her room. You okay? You okay? Are 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 you okay?